When you're at a show and the band you're watching is even the slightest bit heavy, of course a mosh pit will spawn. And if you regularly go to shows, I'm sure you've seen it. Sometimes when the venue's too big, the pit is gonna feel a little empty and awkward. Even if there's like 10 people pitting it up, if you're playing a venue like Starland Ballroom or something with like a how many people is that? 2,500? If you're playing at a 2,500 person venue and there's 10 people pitting it up, it's gonna feel empty. It's gonna feel a little awkward. So how do you combat this? Either A, if you're a tiny little band, stop playing these big old venues and do like a basement show or tiny little baby venues, which is fine, that's okay. Or B, you could do what Slug Bleed did, and they made a cage in their backyard and they put all their homies in this cage like little chickens. And I did manage to chat with the vocalist of the band and ask a few questions, so stay tuned for that. It's pretty cool. But this video went viral of a slam band playing on a porch. And they gathered all 10 slam heads in South Alabama in one cage. Let's check that bitch out. No, that's not a pig panicking for its life because it's about to become deli meat. That is the vocalist of Slug Bleed. And I feel like this video kind of raises more questions than anything. Whose backyard is this, and why the fuck is there like a mother and their child watching the band as if it's like some wholesome shit? It's like, yeah, we're just watching Disney on Ice. We're just watching our wholesome slam band on ice. Maybe the cage is there for protection. Maybe they're just trying to defend the little seed so it doesn't get caught in a crossfire and look like fucking Tyler One's head dent or something. Maybe this is their parents' home and they're like, yeah, you could have your little rocker friends over, you and your little rock friends, but they have to stay in the cage. They can only get out of the cage if they're leaving the property. Keep all your little rocker friends in the little cage. Those silly boys and their silly rock music. And then you got someone's auntie or something chilling on the lawn chair as her Facebook Live is up, just flexing to her Facebook friends. It doesn't seem like she's catching the cage though. Shody, you gotta catch the cage. It is a little strange how wholesome this is for a slam band. Let me play some music that's a little more appropriately fitting. It's half fitting. It's fitting for the family part. I just think it's amazing how there are families out there that's cool with this kind of shit. Like slam in the backyard specifically. Like this is insane. If I asked my mom to do something like this, she would spit in my fucking eye. If I showed her like, hey mom, this is the kind of music my band plays, she would just slap holy water on my face. But on the real, I do think it's pretty cool. Even if there were only 3 people in this cage, let's say, it'd still be super badass. Shout out whoever owns this fucking house, because again, my mom wouldn't let me do this shit. Maybe this is a house filled with slam heads. That'd be pretty funny. Instead of like a Disney family, like listening to Hannah Montana and shit in this Disney household, they're listening to, I don't know, fucking Peeling Flesh. This is a slam household only. Don't let me hear anything else. Jebediah, is that guitar solos coming out of your bedroom? Hey, turn that gay shit off. All right, it's Weird Wednesday. Now go grab mama her Mountain Dew and her cigarettes. I do love how most of the comments are supportive and not really shitting on anything. The most negative I've seen comments are just like, oh hey, this band is bad. But it's kind of like, slam is a pretty acquired taste. Not everyone is into it. Okay, I'm barely into this caveman metal. All right, sometimes I put it on. I discovered Dark Prison Massacre from this TikTok I did a few weeks ago, and I listen to them from time to time. I was just listening to them actually. But this video gave most of the comment section like FOMO, like, oh shit, I wish this was in my hood. Where's this at? I want to pull up, fuck things up in the cage. Now here's the conversation I had with the vocalist. Just a few questions. Whose crib is that? And is the cage made for shows specifically? And Jacob says the crib is a family member's, and if I'm being honest, the show was going to shit. The cage was me improvising. Our speakers blew out and there was a 45-minute delay, so to get the crowd back into it, I got the bands together and we put the cage in the pit. And then I asked if the family member likes Slam or were they more surprised about the music. Jacob replied with, they support me in everything I do. They aren't a fan of Slam but appreciate the work and time we dedicate to come together and make things like that happen or create new songs. I've said it before and I'll say it again, the scene kind of needs shit like this to happen. We get these big viral moments and it helps elevate the scene in its entirety. So, hey, I love this shit. And this video is pretty short, so here's a little freebie I found. My worst nightmare at a gig came true, and Shorty just like, oh my, bro, she busted her ass on stage. Oh my God. And the thing is, she didn't even fall on stage. She fell in between the stage and the fucking, what do you call this shit? The fucking stage monitor thingy. She had like a drink and everything. That shit went everywhere. Oh my God. That sucks, bro. If I was about to play a set and this shit happened to me, I would be so hurt. Like physically, mentally, and emotionally. But it seems like the band is like being good sports. Please, we need an update. And then the girl says, a bit bruised, but I'll live. Comments are limited on this post and the description reads, edit. You'll be blocked if you can't just laugh at a funny video without being a dick. It was an accident, chill. I'm bruised and sore, but okay. Enjoy with no regrets and listen to Fairy Bones. I love a good laugh at myself moment. Very cute. Here, I'll follow the band. I'll follow them. I'll check them out. Maybe they're good. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I wouldn't know until I try. You should be doing the same thing. Listen to more bands. Anyway, click over here to check out yesterday's video. I spoke about the attack situation, broke it down for you because it's hard to understand, and that shit is nutty.